What? No. I don't think I heard you right. Did you just say my dad is the reason why his mother is dead?
Correct. He was responsible for the demise of our late mother.
How could you say that? How could you say such a heavy accusation and expect us to believe it?
Fair point. It was many, many years ago, most certainly before any of you were born, so I understand why it's hard to believe.
Oh god, this better not be a long story because I just had to go through so many of those with my bowler hats and bowler hat.
Silence! Now allow me to begin. Keith Mort and I lived with our single mother, Penelope Outing. She was a scientist for a secret government-funded organization titled Task Force 23AV, and their mission was to discover potential enhancements in military and even everyday use. She was a pioneer for the future, but even better, our biggest inspiration and loving, caring mother. Mort and I, being the older of the three, went to a state university for biochemistry and physics, respectively. Although our younger and more independent brother Keith was set on attending a medical school, we were rather
Rattled.
Yes, and even confused as to why a family established with such great standards for the future had the youngest sibling wishing for something less notable. Keith did prefer to care for people rather than care for the evolutions of technology. If any of us were hurt, he would treat our wounds. He learned at least that nurturing aspect from our mother. As the news broke out about my brother's ambitions, and as time went on, we gave him a chance. We still had hope that he would somehow benefit the future. So to guide him down the path of enhancement, our mother opted to take him to her job to showcase the benefit that science had on the coming times. He should have been grateful, as it was an honor to be brought to the government's secret base. Mort and I were truly jealous of the fact. During that Bring Your Son to Work day, however, it would bring the worst scenario afoot. According to what one scientist noted and witnessed, our mom was showing Keith one of her latest inventions, a prototype to a time machine, which in the state it was in, was not at all operational. Keith would then go on to push our mom into it and send her to some other time in the future or the past, who knows? What does matter is that he was responsible for taking our mother away from us. We don't know what brought it upon him, we don't know why he did it, and worst of all, we don't know where she went. The science team couldn't go in after her and fear that they too would be stuck wherever she went. So to avoid any future endangerment, the government officially disbanded the group altogether and instead funded a funeral with an empty casket for her and our college degrees, just to cover the whole thing up. This meant our mom was now stuck in some place in time. We didn't have any inkling of an idea as to where she went, or if she was alive or not. If she was dead, then what would come of us? What would come of the future? Would we cease to exist? Would time itself stop? Would the future and everything we have ever interacted with be altered? It was useless. Not to mention we couldn't really try our brother Keith in court, due to the nature in which our mother died. The public wasn't ready to hear that a time machine was amongst them. We all could really have used her guidance at that point. But we just kept moving forward, hoping for the better. Only time could tell.
We haven't spoke to Outing since. We were ashamed of the person who we once called brother.
No wonder my father didn't want to be like you too. All you cared about was the future.
You buffoon! Did you not hear the part where he pushed our mother into a time machine? He's evil! Selfish! All because we wanted what was best for us. For the future!
I don't know what to say. I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it.
How could Dr. Outing do such a thing?
No. I refuse to believe this is the case. I have known Outing my entire life, and not once has he deemed to me as the kind of man to do such a thing to his own mother. Not to mention he is too scientific. He's made more enhancements in the future than the two of you, if anything. He has 2 secret laboratories where he would go on to make tons of inventions. He revived me when I was murdered. Hell, he cloned me. He revived everyone on Earth just over a year ago after the ultimate weapon went off. He is not at all the man you think he is. He is a caring and brilliant father, and I will not allow 2 people who never gave him a chance to say otherwise.
He has a dark side. You all said it yourself. He changed from the man he once was. He has demons. He has a dark past. And he needs to be accountable.
Is this why you agreed to come here? To shit on the man that we all came to love on Father's Day?
We came to educate you. We came to tell you the truth.
Well, you came, now you go. Bye-bye, sayonara, adios!
We won't be leaving so suddenly. If your father has all these secret contraptions and whatnot, then why hasn't he spent time to build a time machine and find our mother? What has he been wasting his time doing if he hasn't been improving our future? He hoarded all his mastermind plans to himself.
Besides, we saw that episode of Wheel of Fortune. Those inventions weren't even his. He stole them from some Todd fellow. Your real father, Trinity, if I'm correct.
My real father is Dr. Keith Outing. You were invited to come over and celebrate with my father. Now it's time for you to get the fuck out of here.
Relax. Trinity, Roger, everyone. It's time that I came clean with you. What actually happened that day?
Ah, the man of the hour has returned from his wallowing. Well, let's hear it. Admit your wrongdoings, little brother.
Very well. Mom brought me to the secret base to show me her inventions and to lead me to becoming a man focused on the future.
Yes, we've established that. Go on.
When she showed me her time machine, which was very undeveloped, I pushed her into it and teleported her into another state in time.
Aha!
What? Dad!
I'm speechless.
As we suspected.
Why? Why did you do it?
I don't know why, nor could I tell you. And now that my entire family knows the truth, I will do what I must to make things right. And that is? Well, brother, we're waiting. Come on, Keith. The anticipation is killing me.